This is a recent photo of Barack Obama. He's 58 years old, and I gotta admit, he looks pretty good for his age. This is a photo of Obama before he became president, when he was just a candidate back in 2007. Now this guy was a stud. 46 years old, smooth, clear skinned, his hair was on point, dude was charming as hell, looking like a college freshman in some of these pics. At this time in 2007, Obama was more than just a candidate running for president. For some out there, he was a love interest. Yeah, I guess you could say there were some people out there that indeed had a crush on Obama. And that, of course, brings me to the topic of today's episode, the viral music video called I Got a Crush on Obama.
'Cause I got a crush on Obama. Wait till 2008. Baby, you're the best candidate. Up in the Oval Office, you'll get your head of state. I can't leave you alone, 'cause I got a crush on Obama.
In 2007, this music video and its star performer, Lee Ettinger, became the subject of nationwide media attention after hitting the viral jackpot on YouTube. While this music video was silly and over the top, it actually had a pretty substantial effect on Obama's campaign. The online success of this song was a testament to Obama's popularity with younger internet-savvy voters, and it's often notated in discussions regarding how internet phenomena and memes can affect elections. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this song was the sole reason that Barack won the election, but it was certainly an interesting convergence of memes and politics. A convergence I feel worth reflecting upon. But first, I want to thank AdamandEve.com for sponsoring today's video. Yes, America's #1 adult novelty store is sponsoring wavywebsurf. What timeline are we in? Right now, Adam and Eve is donating 20% of their profits to fighting HIV around the world, so you can rest assured knowing that your purchase of a foxtail butt plug helps save lives. Go to adamandeve.com and use code SURF to save 50% off one item. Without any further ado, let's get into the story.
As many of you know, over the last few months I've been thinking hard about my plans for 2008. Running for the presidency is a profound decision. A decision no one should make on the basis of media hype or personal ambition alone. And so before I committed myself and my family to this race, I wanted to be sure that this was right for us, and more importantly, right for the country.
It's January 16th, 2007. Barack Obama, a relatively unknown senator from Illinois, unofficially announces he's running for president by means of a video blog posted to his website, barackobama.com. A vlog would be a fitting way to announce his White House aspirations, as his campaign would be one of the first to effectively use the internet, specifically YouTube, as a campaigning tool. No other candidate was really doing anything like this at the time. It was a clever move that helped solidify the perception of him as being the hip candidate, a Gen Xer in a crowd of baby boomers. He embraced the internet while other campaigns tend to marginalize its importance. This pro-internet attitude was one of the many elements that would serve to make Obama popular with younger voters. Furthermore, it set the stage for him being embraced by internet meme culture in general. Fast forward to May of that same year. Thanks to a number of memorable television appearances and speeches broadcasting his charismatic nature, Barack was slowly beginning to morph from the relatively unknown senator he was months prior to a Democratic Party household name. He was surging in the polls, with many straw polls predicting him the second most likely candidate to secure the Democratic nomination, with only Hillary above him. Interestingly, according to a Gallup poll taken from around this time, one of Obama's largest favorable voting populations came in the form of younger women ages 18 to 35. Why did these younger women tend to favor Obama? Well, we can really only speculate, but I think one might be justified in assuming that some of these women may have had a crush on Obama. It was this sentiment that likely inspired Ben Rels, the creator of the Barely Political YouTube channel, to come up with the idea for what would become one of the most viral satirical music videos in YouTube history. At this time, Rels came up with the idea for a love song which featured an Obama-obsessed girl dubbed Obama Girl expressing her romantic feelings for the aforementioned candidate. Using personal connections and Craigslist, he enlisted the following individuals to work on the project: producer and writer Rick Friedrich, filmmakers Kevin Arbouet and Larry Strong, singer Leah Kaufman, and model/fashion designer Lee Ettinger. It was decided that rather than having Ettinger sing the lyrics written by Friedrich, the more vocally talented Leah Kaufman would perform the track, and Ettinger would simply lip sync the lyrics during the video. Over the next month, the crew would work tirelessly on their video, and finally in early June it was finished. About a week after Obama delivered one of his more famous campaign speeches at Hampton University, on June 13th of 2007, Barely Political uploaded their ambitious music video to YouTube, I Got a Crush on Obama by Obama Girl.
Hey B, it's me. If you're there, pick up. I was just watching you on C-SPAN. Anyway, call me back.
You seem to float onto the floor. Democratic Convention 2004. I never wanted anybody more than I wanted you. So I put down my carry sign. Knew I had to make you mine. Smile black and sexy, you're so fine. 'Cause I got a crush on Obama.
It's likely that due to the rising popularity of Barack Obama and his sizable online fandom, creator Ben Rells knew his satirical music video with lyrics referencing the candidate would get views, but I doubt even he expected it to blow up the way that it did. It got almost 1 million views in less than a week. The video was a smash hit, and its star Lee Ettinger, aka Obama Girl, became an overnight celebrity. Shortly after the video's viral explosion, the mainstream media began covering the Obama Girl online craze, with some outlets even speculating that the project was somehow produced in accordance with Obama's campaign, thinking it to be some sort of unprecedented marketing strategy put forth by his internet-savvy campaign staff. Though this theory was quickly dismissed after details of the project's creation were shared by Ettinger during various interviews with the media.
When I first did the video, people were like, who's Obama? My friends were saying that to me, and now they know, so.
How about the Obama campaign? Have they ever reached out, I mean, not Barack Obama himself certainly, but campaign members, have they reached out to you or your producer?
They've reached out to Ben Rellis, yes. Not to me personally, but they've said some things to him, and everything was really positive, so.
So what was Obama's response to this seemingly obsessive love song written about his likeness? Well, he's only spoken about this video on a couple of occasions, and his thoughts on it seem to be mixed, at least according to public statements given to the media. On one occasion, he had this to say: "It's just one more example of the fertile imagination of the internet. More stuff like this will be popping up all the time." Conversely though, he had this to say about it at a later date: "You do wish people would think about what impact their actions have on kids and families." And from what I can tell, this statement seems to be referring to some family drama that was brought up in the Obama household after his young daughters happened to stumble across the Obama Girl video and thought their dad was cheating on their mom. So in that regard, yeah, he might have been a little bit peeved about it, but I think he was likely joking in this statement.
When this video came out, there were critics on the internet, blogging and saying, she's changing the course of the election, it's one girl and a model and a bikini, and how could this be? I mean, did you read this stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Did it bother you?
No, it didn't bother me. I mean, the whole thing was really surreal. When I did that video, I never anticipated in a million years it was going to take off the way it did.
So what impact did this video have on Obama's campaign? There have been many theories postulated over the years that suggest I Got a Crush on Obama was a contributing factor to him rising in popularity early on in the campaign season, which started a snowball of sorts which ended up with him winning the 2008 presidential election. Now, in my opinion, this is a generous assumption, but it's not completely off base. The song definitely helped further push Obama's name in the public conversation, and it firmly entrenched him as the internet's favorite candidate. This entire situation really was a prime example of the power behind memes, especially in the context of politics and getting the word out about a candidate. In my video about about Howard Dean, you may recall that his campaign was utterly decimated by a vocal flub uttered during one of his speeches that became known as the Dean Scream. It became a meme, a detrimental one at that. This was an example that showcased what can happen when a viral moment goes horribly wrong for a candidate. Conversely, I Got a Crush on Obama is a brilliant example of when a meme has an enormously positive effect on a campaign. While Obama and his campaign weren't directly responsible for this video, they were responsible for it indirectly. I feel like his internet embracing attitude sowed the seeds for this video's creation. His love for the internet was reciprocated and it paid off wonderfully. As you all know, Obama would eventually win this election. But what happened to the major players involved with creating the I Got a Crush on Obama video? The video's mastermind and barely political creator, Ben Rels, would continue producing videos for his channel for years to come. He would go on to develop the Vsauce network of channels alongside Michael Stevens. Eventually, Rels was given a job at YouTube Corporate, where he now works as head of comedy as part of the YouTube Originals program. His barely political channel was at some point renamed The Key of Awesome. The channel is now on hiatus, sitting at close to 5.5 million subscribers. As for Ettinger, aka Obama Girl, she continued to appear in barely political videos, acting as the Obama Girl character for some time. She was instrumental in getting the barely political channel off the ground. As you can see here, she's featured in dozens upon dozens of videos, with many of them cracking millions of views. After her work with Barely Political, she went on to pursue work in a variety of avenues with a main focus on acting. In fact, she has quite the lengthy IMDb page, listing roles as recent as 2018. She has since taken a step back from acting and is focusing on family, as she became a mother in 2019. While it seems like Ettinger's time in the limelight has faded, she'll be remembered for years to come, as Crush on Obama is a legendary viral video, one that definitely deserves to be in a YouTube Hall of Fame of sorts. But that's pretty much the story of Crush on Obama and its impact on his campaign back in 2007 and 2008. Make sure you guys let me know what you thought about today's video down below in the comment section, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Want to give a major shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys. Wavywebsurf out. Peace.